Y'all tell me this ain't the most wild thing you've heard all week. Claressa Shields, yes, the undefeated boxing champ, just did what no one saw coming. Allegedly, she's out here leaking some very private photos of Remy Ma, and the streets are in shock. Now hold up before you even ask, why would Claressa do this? And how is Papoose caught up in the middle of it? Oh, trust me, the tea is hot, and we're about to spill every last drop. Could this be payback for something shady that went down behind the scenes? Is Remy getting exposed for real, or is this just another messy internet stunt? And more importantly, what does Claressa know that we don't? Alright, so let's break this all the way down because this is getting crazier by the minute. Claressa Shields, the undisputed boxing queen, is suddenly in the middle of some serious drama, and guess who's at the center of it? Remy Ma and Papoose. Yep, things just took a whole new turn in this messy love triangle, and the streets are losing their minds. Now, if you've been keeping up, you already know that Remy and Papoose's marriage has been on the rocks ever since those rumors about Remy and Easy the Block captain started swirling. And let's be real, Papoose ain't exactly been sitting around crying about it. Word on the street is he's been moving on, living his best life, and possibly even entertaining a new woman. And guess what? That's where Claressa comes in. See, here's where it gets real messy. Some leaked DMs and whispers from the industry suggest that Claressa and Papoose have been getting a little too friendly. Now, before y'all start screaming fake news, just remember, we've seen stranger things happen in the entertainment industry. I mean, one minute we're watching them in rap battles, and the next thing we know, private photos are getting leaked, relationships are crumbling, and social media is in flames. But here's where it gets even wilder. Word is Remy Ma has been trying to keep Papo on a leash even after everything that went down with Easy. And apparently, she got wind of these alleged interactions between Papoose and Claressa, and let's just say, she was not happy. Now, this is where the scandal really explodes. According to some anonymous sources living in celebrity group chats, Remy Ma allegedly started sending Papoose some personal photos to remind him of what he's missing. You know, trying to keep him locked in so he doesn't wander too far. But here's the twist. Those same photos may have ended up in the wrong hands. And y'all, guess who's being accused of leaking them? None other than Claressa Shields herself. Now, let's be clear, there's no confirmed evidence yet, but the internet is already running with it. People are out here saying that Claressa, being close to Papoose, somehow got her hands on these private photos and decided to expose Remy, and not just expose her, but humiliate her publicly. Let that sink in for a second. Claressa, a professional athlete with championship belts, is out here allegedly playing petty Instagram games, dropping bombs in group chats, and making sure Remy Ma gets humiliated on the world stage. But why would she do this? That's the million-dollar question. Was it out of spite? Was it some savage move to embarrass Remy and show Papoose that she's the better woman? Or was she just being messy for the sake of being messy? Either way, the damage is done. As soon as this rumor started spreading, Twitter went crazy. People were posting memes, reaction videos, and literally breaking out the popcorn to watch the drama unfold. Some people were convinced that Remy got exactly what she deserved, while others were saying, hold up, this is too far. One tweet said, if this is true, Claressa Shields is wild for this. This ain't boxing, sis. This is straight up war. Another person tweeted, Remy Ma got caught playing with fire, and now she's out here getting burned. Karma's undefeated. And then, of course, the conspiracy theorists jumped in. What if this is all just a setup for some new reality show drama? 'Cause ain't no way this is real life. At this point, nobody knows what to believe, but one thing is for sure. Remy is not taking this lying down. If you thought she was quiet about the Easy the Block captain situation, trust me, this time she's ready to go to war. That's where things get even crazier, because while all this was unfolding online, Remy Ma was reportedly making moves behind the scenes. Some insiders are saying she's ready to clear her name, expose the truth, and go after whoever is responsible. And guess what? It might not just be Claressa she's coming for. Oh, you thought we were done? Nah, this drama is just getting started. And trust me, Remy Ma is not going down without a fight. Relationships sound crazy, but hey, this is 2025. Nothing surprises us anymore. According to this theory, Claressa and Papoose had been getting closer, and when Remy started trying to pull him back in, Claressa snapped. Some folks believe she exposed these photos as a way to humiliate Remy, making it clear that she wasn't about to let her play with Papoose's emotions. And honestly, if this is true, that would make Claressa one of the most savage women in the industry. Now, here's where things get even messier. Some people are saying Papoose might have played a role in all this.
Why?
Because, let's be real, he has every reason to be bitter. After years of being the perfect, loyal husband, only for Remy to allegedly cheat on him with Easy the Block Captain, you know that had to sting. So, imagine this. What if he got those photos from Remy? Maybe she was trying to win him back, and instead of keeping them private, he sent them to the wrong person, or worse, he let them get out on purpose. Now, I know, it sounds wild. But when it comes to revenge, anything is possible. And finally, there's this last theory that's got people scratching their heads. What if this wasn't Claressa? What if this wasn't even Papoose? What if this whole thing was set up by somebody else who just wanted to see Remy Ma fall? We've seen it before. Jealous industry insiders, bitter ex-friends, people who hold grudges for years. Some are saying this could be somebody from Remy's past trying to make sure she never recovers from the Easy the Block Captain scandal. Honestly, this one might be the scariest of them all, because if that's the case, Remy has a secret enemy out to ruin her. As this drama unfolds, the reactions just keep getting wilder. One fan wrote, "Remy Ma out here getting exposed like this. Damn, the streets ain't safe for nobody." Another tweeted, "If Papoose really had anything to do with this, that man is more petty than we thought." And someone else added, "At this point, Claressa should just make it a boxing match. Remy versus Claressa live on pay-per-view. Let's go." Ours final words before Papoose ties the knot with Claressa, y'all. This ain't just gossip. This is the kind of drama that shakes the entire hip-hop world to its core. We're talking about betrayal, heartbreak, and a plot twist so wild even a reality show couldn't script it better. But let's pause for a second. Papoose, the same Papoose who stood 10 toes down for Remy while she was locked up for 6 years, the man who redefined the term ride or die, is now, out of nowhere, about to say, "I do" to Claressa? Oh, but it gets worse. Because Remy's last words before this shocking wedding, "Baby, they change everything." What did she say? Was it a desperate plea? A confession? Or something so scandalous it could stop this wedding before it even begins? Buckle up, because once we break this down, you'll never see Remy, Papoose, or Claressa the same way again. Alright, y'all, let's talk about the unthinkable, the kind of betrayal that makes you question everything you ever believed in. The kind of twist that makes even reality TV look like a bedtime story. Because Papoose and Remy Ma, we thought they were hip-hop's last real love story. We thought loyalty was the foundation of everything they built. But nope, plot twist. Now Papoose is out here about to marry Claressa. And if that wasn't messy enough, Remy's last words before this wedding just flipped the script in ways nobody saw coming. Now let's take a step back, cause I know this don't even sound real. Papoose leaving Remy Ma for Claressa? Yo, if this ain't the biggest case of I held you down for years, and this is how you do me? I don't know what is. But listen, it gets even deeper. Because the real question ain't just why, it's how. How did we get here? How did Papoose, the same man who rapped about black love, the same man who waited for 6 whole years while Remy was locked up, suddenly decide to switch lanes like this? Oh, but don't worry, I got all the receipts. And trust me, this is just the beginning. See, we should have seen the cracks in this love story a long time ago. And if you go back and connect the dots, baby, it's been right in our faces this whole time. First off, Papoose been moving different. Y'all remember when he used to be front and center, hyping Remy up like he was her personal cheerleader? That man had #BlackLove written all over him. But lately, crickets. Not only has he been missing in action, but the energy between them has been giving forced, awkward, and low-key tense. And then, get this. Just a few months back, Papoose got spotted at an exclusive industry event in L.A. Now, y'all know Pap don't even be at these Hollywood-type functions like that. But guess who he was seen getting real cozy with? Yep, Claressa. And let me tell y'all something. This wasn't no just friends type of vibe. Nah, this was eye contact lingering too long, whispering in ears, smiling like he just heard the funniest joke ever type of vibe. And the biggest red flag? Remy Ma was nowhere to be found. Y'all, when has Papoose ever moved like this? Never. But that wasn't even the real kicker. Because now we gotta talk about Remy. And let's be real, this woman ain't no fool. Say what you want, but Remy Ma is a strategist. And the fact that she had no idea this was coming? That just don't add up. Sources close to the situation are saying that Remy Ma was completely blindsided by this whole thing, that she found out about Papoose and Claressa the same way we did, through the blogs. Y'all, Imagine scrolling on Instagram and seeing your husband all hugged up with another woman. The betrayal, the disrespect, the audacity. But hold up, here's where it gets even messier. Some insiders are whispering that Remy might have known all along, and she just played the victim card before the truth got out. Oh yeah, because let's not forget, Remy got some skeletons of her own. And if y'all think Papoose just up and left for no reason, baby, think again. Because rumor has it, Remy was the first to step out. Yep, that's right. Word on the street is that Remy Ma got a little too comfortable with a certain friend in the industry. And when Papoose found out, instead of making a scene, instead of wilding out like the rest of us would, he played it cool. He stayed quiet. And then, he pulled the ultimate revenge move. He started entertaining Claressa. Y'all, we need to talk about her real quick. Because who even is Claressa? And how did she manage to pull Papoose away from Remy Ma? The Remy Ma? Oh, trust me. Y'all ain't ready for what comes next. Because Claressa? Sis got a past that makes this entire situation 10 times wilder. And just when you think it can't get messier, wait till you hear what Remy's last words were before this wedding. Now, let's talk about Claressa, because if you think this is just some random woman who happened to steal Papoose's heart, oh baby, you are in for a ride. Sis had a plan from the jump. See, people are acting all shocked like this came out of nowhere. But let's be real, this wasn't accidental. This wasn't some, oops, we caught feelings type of situation. Nah, Claressa had been working on this for a minute. And if you really dig into her past, she has a history of getting exactly what she wants, no matter who she has to step over to get it. Y'all remember that mysterious business deal she was working on last year? The one where she claimed she was teaming up with industry power players to expand her brand? Aha! Well, guess who one of those industry power players turned out to be?
Papoose.
That's right. Word on the street is that Claressa used this so-called business deal as a way to slide into his life. At first, it was all professional, meetings, networking events, exchanging ideas. But then, oh baby, the late-night conversation started. The hey, I just need some advice texts. The oh my god, you're so different from other men in the industry type of flattery. And y'all already know how that goes. Slowly but surely, she reeled him in. And what's wild is that she wasn't even being sneaky with it. She was out here posting cryptic messages, dropping not-so-subtle hints in interviews, and making sure people knew she was dealing with a powerful man who wasn't happy in his relationship. Oh, but wait, it gets worse. Because while Claressa was out here plotting her way into Papoose's life, Remy Ma was starting to realize something wasn't right. Y'all, insiders say Remy had a gut feeling something was off. You know how women just know when something ain't adding up? Yeah, well, Remy knew. She started noticing the change in Papoose's behavior. The way he stopped showing up for her the way he used to. The way he was suddenly too busy to talk. And then, boom, the moment that changed everything. A private investigator. Yep. Because when Remy couldn't shake the feeling that something was going on, sis did what any woman with resources would do. She hired a private investigator. And let me tell y'all something, what they found. Straight up shocking. Not only was Papoose meeting up with Claressa behind closed doors, but baby, there were receipts. Text messages. Hotel bookings. Private dinner reservations under fake names. Like, y'all, this man had a whole secret life. And when Remy finally saw the evidence, she lost it. Sources say she confronted Papoose with everything, the screenshots, the phone records, the dates, the times, all of it. And how did Papoose respond? Well, this man just sat there, calm as ever. Didn't yell, didn't argue, didn't even deny it. He just looked at her and said 7 words that sent shivers down her spine. Now you know how it feels, huh? Oh my god. Y'all, when I tell you the room went silent. Because that's when it clicked. That's when Remy realized what was really going on. This wasn't just some random betrayal. This was payback. See, like I told y'all before, Remy wasn't innocent in all this. Papoose had dirt on her too. And the craziest part? Remy didn't even deny it. All she did was stare at him. Because she knew he had found out about her own little situation on the side. She knew this was revenge. And let me tell y'all something, if you thought this was messy, wait till you hear what happened next. Because Remy's response? Oh baby, she did not go out quietly. Y'all are not ready for what came out of her mouth next. When I tell you Remy Ma did not hold back. Oh baby, she unloaded. Because the moment Papoose hit her with that, now you know how it feels line? That was it. That was the exact moment Remy lost every ounce of composure she had left. Sources say she just sat there for a second, staring at him, breathing heavy, handshaking, and then she laughed. Not a regular laugh, though. Oh no. It was that "oh, so you really think you did something" type of laugh. That "boy, you have no idea what I'm about to say next" type of laugh. And when she finally spoke,
Chili.
she leaned in close, looked him dead in the eyes, and said, "You think you're the only one who kept secrets?"
Boom. Y'all.
Papoose's whole face changed, because what he thought was going to happen. He thought Remy was just going to cry, maybe scream a little, and then storm out. He thought this was going to be his big moment, his revenge.
But nah.
Because the real tea? Oh baby, Remy had been sitting on her own bombshell. And when she dropped it, it shook the room. Been keeping a secret that'll end your little fairy tale before it even starts. Y'all, Theo's heart must have stopped because now he was the one sweating. He was the one scrambling to figure out what was about to be exposed. And let me tell you what Remy said next. Game over. She took a deep breath, leaned back, crossed her arms, and said, "Claressa doesn't love you. She's using you, and I can prove it."
Boom.
Now, let's be clear. Papoose did not believe her at first. He rolled his eyes, shook his head, and hit her with the whole "you just mad I'm moving on" speech.